Amazing. You see, I agree with the fact that this role, this gentleman, if I should describe him as such, is supposed to play is ceremonial and has been remotely controlled to participate or act that movie mostly by France. But where I kind of have a cold feet is that rhetoric that tries to make us feel like there was no strategic thought to have had him play this role, to have the Amazonian people stand today and look at a person that was born by an Amazonian mother and father, sitting and looking at them and making a speech where it matters and chooses not to say a word, cites Sudan, cites every other conflict, and doesn't even say the conflict where I am. You understand? So this is where I'm coming from. I'm talking Amazonians watching now. I'm like, yes, but it is what we would have expected you to say because we cannot downplay it. I'm just thinking that you are the strategists, you are the advisors of government. We cannot undermine the feelings of Amazonians in this regard. Barrister Fru, you want to react, please, you have 90 seconds to do that.
Just a few seconds. I don't know whether somebody wrote that speech for Philemon Young and he had no input. If I listen to the debate, he had no input in that speech. Can you imagine just including the conflict in the southern Cameroons and the La Republic of Cameroon on the list of conflict in the world? Do you know what that means? What impact that will make in the world order?
The truth about it is that
I don't
don't even
know.
call it
I
sorry.
don't know.
Say,
I don't
say that
know. I don't know whether.
the
I,
unrest in northwest and southwest. He should have even said northwest and southwest.
yeah,
Because
you
people
should
are
at least
dying.
say that. It should at least say that. But are you telling me that they wrote the speech, the French prepared the speech, whoever prepared the speech and gave him, and he just read it? Or you are
The
saying
best.
that he had no input? He had no input in the speech to at least mention that there is an active conflict in two regions of his country, the southern northwest and southwest.
I
Let's
am
bring it down. Are
I
you? Is
am
that what?
telling
Is that if I hear the debate? If
I
I
think
hear
I
the
cannot
real
answer
talk,
that question.
are you telling
I
me
think
that
I
that's what
cannot
happened?
answer that question.
I am
I think
telling you
And he was supposed to stay within the program that had already been adopted, which talked about these two conflicts and leaves out the only active conflict on the continent of Africa, from where he was recommended by the African Union to be president of the General Assembly for this 79th session. Is that what I'm hearing?
yes.
And for as even an intellectual, and an intellectual will in looking, we're talking about facts here. It's not emotion, facts. When
Yeah,
you
Barrister, can
mention conflicts around the world and you leave the
please,
only active conflict on the African continent, what are you telling the world as an African?
Barrister, can I please say something quickly, please? You want to say something?
I am telling you
I,
that
I,
there is
I
a
need to say something,
system
please.
within the United Nations that functions. There's a bureaucracy, and that bureaucracy is heavily influenced by the powers. And whether he wrote
Yeah.
that speech or the bureaucracy wrote that speech for him, the final version of what is going to be read is cleared by that bureaucracy. And one, it is cleared by that bureaucracy for him to come and ceremonially read it. And he is not the character that is going to go off script while he remains within the corridors of power in Yaoundé.
Yeah. I think you have just brought the balance there. I'm not sure Barrister Mbesi should say anything again because Barrister
No, I will say,
Mbesi's
I
point.
will just say one thing. I will just say one thing for purpose of understanding. I
Okay,
think
go ahead.
if you Paddy and any other ambassador understood that Basagana very, very well, these questions are irrelevant because nobody, not you, not me, put in that position by Yaoundé. I will know the position of Yaoundé government. We'll go there to contradict their own position of the government, who says, according to Yaoundé, this thing you call
Yeah.
Amazonian problem is an internal affair. We can resolve it if there's any
Yes.
problem. But for them, for Tanga and G, there's
It's
no
an
problem.
internal affair.
So why will you expect somebody delegated by Yaoundé to take the world stage and contradict his own government. It's not going to happen.
Now I am happy that
It is important
No, no,
that
let me finish.
Ambazonians
Let
stay.
me,
Barrister
let me finish.
Barrister
I
Fru,
was just trying to
I
land.
agree with
Let me
Barrister
land.
Mbesia here right now. I agree with Barrister Mbesia. And the good thing is that Barrister Mbesia has just used his last statement to agree with us that whatever is happened is intentional, is properly calculated. And that's just the emotions Amazonians
Yes,
Yeah.
want to.
So
I agree.
so so
I was going to
So,
Ambazonians need to know that.
why,
yes.
where I was
Yes.
trying to
So
land with,
moving.
where I was trying to land with is we have this Philemon Yang. He's just one of several Ambazonians who have converted themselves to Republic citizens, including Akere Muna. Do you expect all comes out of Akere Muna, where it concerns Glencore
I
or
agree with you,
whatever,
Barrister Mbesia. Let's
and
move forward.
Mosonge?
There are many of them.
They came to be Ambazonian, but they are not speaking for us. We don't need to be labeled that point. They are speaking for Yaoundé, whether we like them or not. They are our opponents in this struggle.
Barrister
So
Mbesia, we agree
they're
that,
not going to
but we
perform
are
for
trying
us.
to say that it is not something for us to overlook. That's just our point. What you're saying here is correct, but should we overlook it? I don't think so. And that's where I'm pushing strong.